Cancer, how you guys doing? How you doing? So let's have a look. So we're going to do the next 7 days. What is happening with Cancer within the next 7 days? So how many people watch Supernatural? Can you believe that that's ending, that Sam and Dean are going to be no more? Sam and Dean. So you might be called James Dean or someone. So James Dean. James or Dean or Sam and Dean. Or you might think you're something from Supernatural. Okay, you might be a scribe or something, or an esoteric scribe or prophet. Or you might know a prophet, or you're searching for a prophet. But let's see. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus in the next 7 days. 7 days. Something's going to happen in 7 days. Cancer. What's happening in 7 days for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus and Jupiter. 4 August. What's happening for Cancer in the next 7 days? What's happening with Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus in the next 7 days. Thank you. 10 of Cups. Oh my God, the reading's over. Something's over, and there you go. The reading's over. When I was young, I listened to the radio. Some of you could be expectant of your life partner. It's like, wow, I am now happy at home. I have found my eternal happiness. I have found the fulfillment that I have been wishing and searching for. Could be a Pisces energy. The reason why this is a Pisces energy, don't have to be if you're indicative with a Pisces that's an idiot, right? But this is a Pisces energy because it's open. It's mutable water sign, meaning open arms. Okay, these arms of mine. So you got the 10 of Cups of someone that's saying, welcome, come on into my energy. Come on in, come on down. Take your 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. So that's also wish fulfillment of love and happiness and joy and living in the present tense, the present moment. What is it that you really have, Cancer? Is it this 10 of Cups? If you feel this 10 of Cups internally, you know that you've got it. Okay? You know that you've got it because what you have is complete happiness. You're mirroring happiness back to yourself, of realizing what you already have is the present tense of everything that you need. You don't want or need for anything because you already have it. So what you have is an internal happiness feeling that's reflected out through this 10 of Cups. You know, 10 of Cups. Most important card. Being fulfilled. You know, emotionally. So let's see what's happening with Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Whoa, so you go, oh, what's going on? That's a strange prediction of the same card. You go from the 10 to the 9 of feeling wishes granted, and there it is, and it both adds up to the 10 of Cups. But you've got to open up in order to continue on this cycle, because there might have been something that ended. This can also be an ending. So something has to end in order for it to begin, for you to open up to let it in. You've got to let this 10 of Cups in. You've got to let people in, and you've got to let people go. So you've got to let a notion go. You've got to let anything of believing a belief system. Okay, so you've got to sacrifice something about yourself all the time. It has to be something where you have to open up. Could also be a Scorpio energy or the star. A star is born, Aquarius energy, searching for my wish fulfillment, but it reflects itself back to you, meaning like there is someone out there for you that you know that you can have, or they know that they can have you, or vice versa, that you know that you can have your 10 of Cups with. But I think someone's like doubting and thinking, well, I know that you're my 10 of Cups. I know that I can have wish fulfillment with you, but I need to open up first to let you in. To let you in. To let you in across my door. Let's see, Cancer, Sun, Rising, Venus. Because this can reflect back to a lesson, you see, of greed. It can. Where what you want is everything and what you've got is everything. So if everything that you have is the present tense of what you have, that's what you have. That's also mirror work of yourself, which is good, of manifesting things spiritually of your wish. Because your wish is already granted, and what is granted is what you already have, so you're living presently. But in order to continue to live presently, you've got to make sure that you're sure, okay, that you're sure. So there might be a little self-doubt. Self-doubt. The Nine of Cups can be self-doubt. Meaning like, well, I already have everything. So do I really want love? Because what I have is my family, my self-respect, and my self-love. So if what I really want is pure love, well, you already have it, because you have to love yourself enough to realise that God resides in you and everything, and God will give you everything that you want all of the time. So if you have a negative outlook of being blocked, the mirror gets blocked between what you actually already have. Okay? You know, you have to live in the present tense of that. The self-belief has to be the belief of doing mirror work through the reflection of what it is that you truly say to yourself in a mirror. You know, because you have to slowly do that to believe it. 555 on the clock. You know, you have to love God, because God is in you, God is in everybody. The great sacrifice, the world is everybody, everybody in it is everybody. We're all cut from the same cloth, we're all different, sure. But what you seek for is emotional independence of forgiveness. The person that you always have to forgive is yourself, always, because you can't project out blame or hate. It doesn't work. You know, your manifesting program doesn't work if what you want is everything, but what you already has is everything, but you can be in denial of thinking, well, I do want it, but I already have everything, but I'm unsure. You know, it can be that kind of energy. Wow, these same cards just came out through the Gemini reading. Were there. So, waiting. You see, waiting for someone to reach out and communicate. This is good. This is self-investment. Also, a lot of reflection work of yourself. Working with people in general. Of understanding about seeds and setting them and waiting. But this is someone that you would have had some kind of connection with in the past. Okay? So someone's waiting for you to open up, for you to send them a message. You know, for you to send them a message, to either travel to see them or to literally send them a message. But there's a lot of great cards, because 7 is what aligns us with ourselves, okay, and where we are spiritually. And this is what we receive through being gifted of clairvoyancy, okay. These are also good swimmers. This is Mercury, okay, Mercury. So Mercury is about fluidity of speech. It moves, you know, it's fluid, it's someone's voice, it's their approach to things, it's the communication that we have to realise about offensive and defensiveness, about learning to open up and not wait for things, you know, because you already have it, you see. If you wait for things, there's a good process of manifesting, and it starts to produce itself through also reflection of listening to the universe to say that there is a really good reflection and a good possibility of a partnership that's coming in. Something's coming in for you, but there's a little bit of a waiting period, I think, so far. Let's see what's going on. Cancer, Sun, next 7 days. There you go. So you might receive communication of someone that has children, but you're finding emotional independence. You've got 2 9s. There's a lesson here about self-love, treating one's self with health, well-being, looking after people, looking after yourself. If you can look after yourself, you can look after your family, you can look after your general well-being and health. Okay? So between this communication is the fact that someone is waiting for you to reach out, to find out about, you see, because your manifesting program here is like attracts like. But what you do have also maybe around you is someone that won't open up. But there is someone around you that will also. But this would be someone that is single. That, you know, that likes nice things, you know, they just like to be treated nice with like care and affection. There would be someone that's very caring and sharing and affectionate, and they would give you everything, and they would tell you everything, you know. There would be open arms, These arms of mine, they are yearning, yearning from wanting you. So someone's wanting you, Cancer, or you're wanting someone. So what they're wanting is attention, to give somebody attention, okay? So you might want some attention yourself, or you just might be wanting some attention from the partner, or the communication to come in from the partner. There might be, so I'm not really picking it up as travel involved. There might be, but I'm picking that more up of like, the tide's changed now, the time's changed. Time has gone by now where the waiting period is kind of saying, well, it's here, so why are you not taking it? There's love, sure. There's something that's stable of someone that's around you that's single, sure. Or you are. But that would also mean the other person that you're inquiring about would be single. It depends how these are really clarified. But nines, depends how they're clarified, do mean always about sacrificing something about oneself, always. Because you have to let it go to reach your true happiness of 10, you see. So you have it here, but then you don't have it, but you kind of do. It could be an Aquarian energy, or a Pisces energy. It's a little bit like fight or flight. Not fight, but like a flight energy. Like a flight energy. Like very easy flowing could be these two cards here. Easy flowing. But there might be some fear, because these can be fear of abandonment also. But that can also be like temptation. Temptation. But when the sun went down, how many reminiscences were learned on that day? Keep dreaming, fascination, fashion burning. Moving on. Someone's moving on to be single. To like ready for, this person might not even be ready for a relationship, but they're single. But it seems like they are ready for a relationship, if you're inquiring about it. But who's not ready for love? Who loves you, and who do you love? If you love yourself, that's great. But like I said, it depends on the vibration of these cards, because this can be a needy energy and this can be a needy energy. It can be, because it can be someone that's seeking attention, okay? But if that's a good energy, that's good, where you can seek attention off one another, because what you have is someone that with open arms. Open arms. Because it does reflect as a 10 here. A 10. So what I'm picking up through that, of that being the first card out, meaning like something that you've gone through is over, but now there's new here, you see. There's a new approach to someone that you know is around you, that you can be with, or that they can be with you. So I can't see what the problem is. I can't say too much more. I can't say too much more. Someone's like waiting for you to open up. That's what they're doing. They're waiting for you to communicate with them, but to open up, like to open up the discussion, to open up the feelings, to release whatever that is about that 9, to make sure that that's released from the past. That might even be you, of making sure that all my ducks are in a row, that I'm sure of that this is what I want, because I need to make sure that whatever this is that's blocking me, I need to make sure that that is first, and there's a waiting period of the communication. But there is communication if this is actual communication, or traveling to see someone that's single. But I'm picking this more up of the communication, because this is spirit putting it together. You see, spirit within divine timing is giving someone a reward to say, well, there it is, we're putting it together. You know, this person that you're putting it together with is single, but are you, or are they? I don't know. But this 9 here could be someone that's insecure. You see, these can be insecurity cards. Because they can represent, the cards nines can represent like insecurities and codependency. They can, as 9s. Because they all mean sacrifice on the search for my 1% prophecy or profit. So you do have like a prophecy. Someone that can be a prophet. That might be why I picked up on Supernatural. God knows why. But Kevin Trent, in that wasn't he a scribe? And he was like a prophet, right? He could see the future. Future's bright. The future is bright. In the next 7 days or further on. Because either way you look at it, you go to a 7 to an 8, which is like waiting, but then like the communication is very like, or the energy that's felt around this, because this can be metaphysical level of time, you know. Because that's how you manifest, you see, through things through time. Is like, you know, when God gave birth to everything, he kind of did it, but what he gave birth to was also time. He created it, but he didn't create the hands of time. He didn't create the clock. He just created metaphysical law of things that disintegrate within time, like your body and your health and your well-being and the time that goes by as we get older. We just know that we're getting older. It's not because we're watching a clock. Someone created a clock. But time of metaphysics, this is not really there. You just know that by the age of your soul and the age of your meat suit of metaphysical law of your body. It's the soul that lives the experience. It all comes from self-love and empowerment, and not the appearance of pride and the appearance of things that seem to be real. It's really not. Are we really here? Is anybody out there? Is there? Because this would be a great believer. This would be a great believer in metaphysics and searching, you know, like an Aquarian energy. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we will go over one more card here and then we will clarify everything, and it goes down, and some of them can go longer, and we clarify what every single story is, and sometimes it can drag out, and I give you the best possible scenario of what can happen within the next 7 days, and it might drag out a little bit longer, but it depends what all these cards are, whether they're dependent or independent or codependent, because you've got 2 9s that are out, but you have got progression. Through past life regression, okay, of learning to open up one's fear. You cannot stay in fear of past. Past is past. Present is the present, and that's the best way to live. Don't never live from the future, never live from the past. Always live from the present tense of where you're at. And if you're tense, then you're emotionally closed off, you know. So you need to relax. Breathe. Breathe, man. But what we will do is it will either be over on Patreon, where you can have access to everything again. Still the same 1T. You have access to all the monthlies, bi-weeklies, twin versus twin, all that. You can just have what you like. It's all there. You can join, and it's over there, and you can see all that in the description. It's just under the Patreon link. If not, and you just want to watch the rest of this reading, it will be over on Vimeo under the bi-weekly. If you want a personal reading, you can also use the email in the description. I'm also filling up. I got through a load today. I'm also filling up my schedule. So if you want a personal reading, I can do that. I do also offer Skype calls, that kind of deal. That is there. There is a deal that I'm opening at the moment that gives you an hour of a reading, but it will be sent to you so you can watch it over and over again. And it'll be a full spread. I normally just go with the flow and I tell people whatever it is there is. Okay, and then after that, I can do an hour call where we can discuss all that, and I'll give you access of how someone from the Matrix that can actually see and guide you through the trees and guide you through things. But there don't seem to be anything bad at the moment, Cancer. And he said Capricorn. Don't know why. But we'll see. So, like I said, either Patreon or Vimeo, or a personal reading. All right, guys, we'll see what's going to happen within the next 7 days. Okay, guys, all right, peace.